traveling with just one luxury bag, then it's definitely not my Louis Vuitton keep-all. Hi and very welcome! My name is Mary, this is my channel Lumi Level Up and I'm a luxury lover on an average income trying to be more mindful with my money. Today I present a tag video to you. The tag was created by Super Dacob and I got tagged by my lovely YouTube friend Styled by Gwenny. The one luxury bag I travel with tag. Of course, both videos are linked down in the description box for you to check them out. And I do understand the requirement for the tag, but I don't understand the requirement for the tag. Because for me, it makes the biggest difference what kind of travel we are even talking about. I would pick another bag for a summer beach vacation than for a city trip or a work business travel. Probably I would mainly differentiate these three kinds of travel categories, even though there of course are way more like adventure travels as well, safari, hiking, backpacking and stuff where I wouldn't take or need any luxury bag at all. And whilst I don't think it's too difficult to narrow it down to one luxury bag only to travel with for each trip, finding one that can serve all occasions and all kinds of travel, that's really not so easy. That's why I'm going to morph the rules a little bit and show you my picks for the three categories I mentioned. City trips, beach vacation, business trip, and then finish the video with the one luxury bag I travel with. If I really had to narrow it down to one only. And my vintage Louis Vuitton canvas monogram keep-all definitely is not the one. Because I don't need a luxurious piece of luggage if I'm then left with no-name bags for the entire trip to actually wear during that trip. Because that bag might work for the travel itself, but definitely not for your everyday vacation travel stuff you do and evenings out, dinners, all that jazz. City trips are the easiest category out of the three for me, because I actually usually tend to only take one bag for a city trip with me anyways, because city trips usually are just a few days and you don't take that much luggage with you, so that I usually only travel with one bag and plan all of my outfits around that one bag. And which one I pick then is kinda depending on the mood, the season and the city I go to. A few examples of previous city trip bags. Very recently I traveled for a funeral to Poland, which was a 4-day trip to Częstochowa, and I took my black Louis Vuitton EP leather Speedy B, so it has a shoulder strap which is currently stored in the bag. That will occur for some of the bags I show you. I'm just too lazy to get the straps out of each bag and put it on when it's not about the bag itself but more about the general theme, so just imagine this bag comes with a shoulder strap. I picked that one for this trip mainly because it's black and it's not too flashy. It is very durable and carefree. It holds the right amount of stuff I need. It is comfortable to wear with the shoulder strap, as well as it is very secure with the zipper and very understated. If you are not very much into luxury and you know that shape of Speedy bag, you would not even have an idea that this is a luxury bag. And in the 25 size, it's not that big that you couldn't pass formal events or a dinner if you remove the strap and just use it handheld, which I was doing for the funeral ceremony as well. So this bag is versatile as well. This black Speedy B has been my one and only bag for a city trip to Berlin as well a while ago, before I even did YouTube. So definitely it is city trip approved for me. Another example, the Rose Ballerine Louis Vuitton EP leather Alma BB, yet again shoulder strap stored inside, that went with me to Paris last year. It was actually not the only bag I took, but I easily could have managed to just stick to that bag for the entire trip for the very same reasons. It's durable, it's carefree, it's comfortable, understated and secure. I put quite a lot of thoughts into the bags I take with me to Paris because I've heard that the city wouldn't be that secure and there would be a lot of petty criminality and pickpocketing going on. So I will link the video with my entire thought process which bags to take to watch for you. And maybe you want to check out my entire Paris playlist if you are planning a trip like that as well. My last city trip example is from a real city trip I did as well. My pink pochette métisse from Louis Vuitton as well. No secret that it is my favorite design house. Yet again, shoulder strap stored inside. It was my one and only bag I took for a city trip to Amsterdam. I think it was last year as well. I'm going to link the vlog for you as well. And with that empreinte leather, of course, it's somewhat more flashy than the Louis Vuitton Epi leather. Even though, of course, it's pink on pink debossed, so it could be worse. I've been to Amsterdam before, so I felt safe to go for a somewhat more flashy Louis Vuitton bag. And I think the Pochette Métisse, no matter in which color, is a great city trip bag because it holds everything you need in a day. It is comfortable with the shoulder strap, yet still could pass as an evening bag if you wear it top handle. It is very practical and versatile. Just keep in mind that it might draw a little bit more attention to you than going for quiet luxury. So, if I can pick one bag, only one bag, whenever I go on a city trip, but I can change the one that I do take each and every time, no problem for me at all. For the beach vacation, it already felt somewhat more tricky because I just came back from a beach vacation and I took 7 bags with me for a 10-day vacation. A video of my 7 bag choices is linked for you as well if you are curious. I definitely would need a big tote as a beach bag and at least one smaller bag for the evenings. And I love to dress up on summer vacation, especially for dinner. I think it feels somewhat different than a city trip, even though I can do quite some city trips here in Europe by car, and for most beach vacations I have to take the plane and therefore should think more thoroughly of the bags I take. But for a city trip you are on the go all day long. You are so busy, you see so many different spots and people that I don't care too much to switch up bags. Whilst at a hotel resort you have the same people around you for days. And you do not much more than lying at the pool or at the beach, and you have a lot of time to think about your outfits. And it's more a showing of your looks as well, especially at dinner than when doing a city trip. At least that's how I feel. But if I had to pick only one, I'd probably go with my Louis Vuitton Pochette Felicie in the Damier Azur, since Damier Azur and summer vacation is just the perfect fit. It is dressy enough to work for dinner, yet still it could pass for daytime wear as well, even though I definitely would prefer my Pochette Eva for daytime wear, and it holds way more. But my Eva is already that used that I would not necessarily want to commit to that one for my only luxury bag on an entire vacation. And Dacob's initial tag video made it sound as if it is okay to supplement your luxury bags with no-name ones to travel with as well, so that it's just one luxury bag. So I could bring a no-name beach bag with me, which I feel more comfortable with anyways than with a luxury beach bag. My returning viewers might know all the struggle I went to when I tried to decide if I want to buy the Loewe straw bag for that Mauritius travel, and that in the end I decided against it. So for a beach vacation I would pick a luxury evening bag, as versatile as possible, rather than a luxury beach bag. For a business trip, I would need a big tote, big enough to fit my laptop and some more work essentials. Ideally a structured bag, because that looks more sophisticated. And I would want something very understated, because unfortunately logos and luxury designer brands in work environment might be to your detriment. Be it because of jealous colleagues, unprofessional bosses or stingy clients. So my pick would be the very plain Mansour Gavriel Sun tote, which has a shoulder strap as well, and since this is an open tote, I can at least show you that shoulder strap. This is the perfect work tote for me, since it just has this tiny logo engraving, and Mansour Gavriel is not the highest luxury brand, so even if someone would read it, I wouldn't feel too concerned about it. Of course, depending on my outfit and probably on the season as well, I might go for a different work bag, but kinda that style, but maybe a different color. Especially in fall and winter, I would probably pick something darker, but I wouldn't have the biggest trouble to commit to just one luxury bag for a business trip, because I wouldn't want to go that heavily designer anyways. Which might contradict my pick for the one and only luxury bag I travel with heavily, because its very loud logo but I'll explain it to you in a moment. As I already started this video, I think it is very difficult to pick just one, without knowing what kind of travel we are even talking about. And I don't think it's that much of a realistic scenario, because yes, being limited to just taking one for each trip because of luggage space totally makes sense. But not being able to adjust your decision depending on the kind of trip you make, that situation will not occur. But if it actually would, I would want something that goes with a lot of outfits. So I just went with my very first gut feeling and picked my Fendi multicolor canvas roll tote, because I absolutely adore that bag. And it was one of my most worn bags last year. It's big enough to fit my work essentials and definitely big enough for a city trip. And it could work as a beach bag as well. And since I scored it at an amazing price point, I might even be willing to use it as a beach bag. Other than the Louis Vuitton Neverfull, which you might know is one of my go-to bags as well, and would be a possible candidate for this one and only bag as well. The Fendi one has a zipper, which makes it more secure for a city trip, even though that loud Fendi Zucca multicolor logo might draw quite a lot of attention. But at least it's carefree canvas, and it's so colorful that it goes with nearly everything and is especially cute for summer. Of course, it is very loud and logo, so not the understated work bag that I would want to pick for a business trip. But since I do more city trips and more summer vacations than I do travel for work, I thought, F it. I'd rather have fun with the one and only luxury bag I travel with than think about what my boss or clients might think. And I still think that this tag leaves some room to switch to no-name bags to take with you as well. So I could take a no-name evening bag for dinners and maybe have a no-name work tote as well. And I would be totally fine. What would be your one and only luxury bag you travel with and why? Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you next time and bye! Oh, how I missed the chaos of having 8 bags flying around after filming one video. Speedy B has been my one... This black Speedy B has been my one... This black Speedy B has been my one and only black... To watch next, here are the 7 bags I picked for my current beach vacation, or check out my entire Paris travel playlist.